What's the name of the shop? Look at this wall of yarn over here, though. That whole wall. Back alley fibers or something in Carroll. We're in Carroll, Michigan. These are cute. Look at these. Oh, it says their name on the bag. Back alley fibers. I fell in love with the yarn over there. I'm trying to be smart and reasonable. I haven't even told you we're shop hopping. I forgot to tell you that. We are shop hopping. Look at all these pretty colors over here. All of these Jody Long. Yeah, we haven't made it out of the front corner of this shop yet. But look at these. These are just beautiful little baby colors, baby yarns, stuff like that. They're so pretty. I'm going to show you a yarn I love, though. Look at this one. That's beautiful. If I was making anything baby, I'm still thinking I want to make baby hats to try to sell baby hats. This is cotton. All of these are this cotton, this Araucania, or how do you say it? Araucania. And look at that color. And look at this color. My hands keep grabbing this.
I like the Araucania. I like this one.
It keeps wanting that one.
Of course I like this one.
There's this one, which is beautiful. This is fun. This whole, all these like 2 rows right here, they're just beautiful, every single one of them. This is all sock yarn.
Yeah, any of those.
All like striping sock yarn.
Do you think this yarn is going to be too thick for that sweater? No, I don't think so.
Mm-mm. So we're going to work our way down the wall. Look at this. Look how fun this is. We're in a little shop in Bay City. It's mostly quilting with some yarn in the front. Angie's looking at quilting stuff again. And we're trying to guess how many squares are in this blanket. This is crazy town. All right, so look. In each little square, there's 9, but then there's a solid square next to it. Angie guessed. I'm not even going to try. Good for her, right? We'll let her guess. And then up front is the yarn. There's lots and lots of fabric, though. This is the sale table. No, we're not quilting. No. Okay, does this little town not understand what we're up to here? I mean, first of all, what town is this?
Bay City.
We're in Bay City. So apparently in Bay City, you can't cross this river, the Saginaw River. You can't cross it without paying.
You have to pay.
They charge you.
There's 3 bridges. The one that used to be...
I see a bridge over there.
Yeah, that's the 3rd bridge.
There's 3 bridges.
There's 3 bridges. That's the North Bridge. This is the Middle Bridge. Then there's the South Bridge. It used to be that the South Bridge you could get across without paying, but the South Bridge is closed right now for repairs.
Probably so that they can charge you later to cross
and
it.
so then we decided we'll pay the $2 and come across.
Because you got to pay $2, but you don't pay $2 here. There's not. You don't stop and give somebody your $2. No. They're gonna like grab your license number or something and send you a bill later in the mail or something for $2. Yes. And then I gotta figure out how to pay a $2 thing here.
And then not only that, but it's a freaking drawbridge.
And then we get stopped by the drawbridge. So now we're sitting here waiting for the bridge to go up and some boat to come through, which we haven't seen the boat yet. It better be worth it. It better be a big boat to make this worth it. Because we're on a time crunch here. We've got 2 more stores to hit.
Before they close.
Before they close and before 4 o'clock.
Yeah, before
we're trying to get
home.
back to Angie's house by 4 o'clock. Huh.
We can do it! And I still don't see it. Oh, here it comes. There it is. It is a big boat.
Oh,
it's
yep, it is.
Oh,
here it comes. Hang on, you guys are gonna. I'll zoom you in so you can see the big ass boat. Here it comes.
He's a big ass boat. I don't know what he is. You know what? He's a gravel hauler.
He's a hauler boat.
Yep, he's a gravel hauler. Because do you see
I can't even see it in my camera.
Do you see the conveyor on the back? That's how he conveys the gravel and sand
I'm gonna
off
convey
the boat.
something to him.
I'm gonna convey my
Get
displeasure.
going faster. We're in a hurry. Not only do we have to wait for the bridge to go up, now we gotta wait for you to come through here.
Upriver in Carlton, there's a
here, look at the pretty side over here. Look at the pretty part over here.
Oh, me?
What are-
Am
no.
I the pretty
Yes,
part? Hi.
yes, Angie's the pretty part. Say hello. This is a nice little park or something. It's not
Yeah,
a
this is
park.
Winona
What is
Park.
this? It is a park.
This is,
What are them white things down there by the walkway, on the walkway?
On the
Oh, those little
walkway.
white things.
Those are where ships or boats can tie up.
Oh, they're
Yeah,
for,
boats can tie
okay.
up. So this park over here, do you see that blue shell? They have a they have tons of concerts
that
there.
big blue thing back
Yep,
there.
and there's a big park there, and there's a lot of concerts.
Okay.
And then Nate right now is at work. Do you see that white roof on that building?
Yeah.
And then do you see the blue building it's attached to?
Uh-huh.
And then do you see...
There's another big, long blue building.
Yep. So
and there's an American flag.
Across the street from that building is where Nate works.
Oh, he works right there.
Yeah. Yep, so we're right by
here's
his
the
work.
big boat. Here we go.
Here's the big boat. It's moving pretty
Honk.
good. He's not going too slow. He's long.
Yeah, he's too long. He's a
long.
freighter boat.
Yes. He's going back out to the bay, going out to the Great Lakes, Lake Huron. Probably going to go down to the St. Lawrence Seaway.
So we're right up by the. Are we in the thumb? The thumb over there. Yeah, here we go.
We are
Here's
right
the
here.
lesson. We're right there in Angie's crook.
Yep, the crook of my.
In the crook of her hand.
This is the Saginaw Bay, which is actually Lake Huron.
There you go. That's where we're at. Well, we're sort of there. We're close to that.
Yeah, we're very close.
Anyhow. Back when we were driving through back farmland road, I'm like, why are there all these white birds? What are these white birds? And she's like, they're seagulls. I'm like, seagulls in the farmer's field? Why do we have seagulls in a farmer's field? I said, this isn't like, we're not. She said, well, the bay is right over there. And I said, oh, okay. I thought maybe we're at Meyer parking lot. I don't know why they hang out in Meyer parking lot. I don't know where they come from in Lansing at the Meyer parking lot. Where do they come from?
Oh, there you go. He tooted his horn.
He did. He's tooting.
He tooted that he's passed. So now the bridge should start coming
Okay,
to
bridge,
come
go down. Bridge, start moving. I don't see you moving.
It used to be when I was a kid, there was a schedule posted.
Oh, when the boats would come through.
Yes, and so if you were a tall boat,
That
you
boat
had
is not
to-
a new boat.
No.
It is quite
It's quite
worn
old.
and
It used to be they had a schedule posted, and if you were like a sailboat, with tall sails, you had to wait
For
and
a
schedule
time.
your day based on when they were opening
a
the
time
bridge.
for when they'd come through.
Yep.
Do you have anything interesting to show us, Angie? What do you got?
Let me see. Oh, I can't.
Oh, everything's
let me
in the
see.
back.
Everything's in the back. Let me
Everything's
see.
in the back.
Let me unbuckle it and I'll reach.
Oh, the bridge is moving now. It should be just a couple minutes now.
A couple more moments.
A couple minutes.
Oops. Okay.
It is
So,
pretty.
oh, okay,
Here,
yeah.
show that. These are cool.
This is
This
so
is
cute.
cool. Look at this thing. Hang
It's
on, now I got to
A little
unzoom.
unzoom.
Isn't that cute? Now, how much would you spend for that bag? What do you think, people? What would you spend for that little bag? It's cute. It almost feels like denim.
It does. It's canvasy. Yeah.
Canvas. There you go.
Yeah,
it's
but
canvas.
not like, it's like a cloth canvas,
Yeah.
not a...
Yeah.
It's very
they're
nice.
Cute. They're very cute. They had them in all kinds of prints and
Yep.
stuff. $12.
$12. This was the steal of the day. And this
Isn't that
came
cute?
from the most expensive yarn
It
store.
did, where we didn't think we were going to buy anything
Yeah.
because everything is really
Everything
expensive
is usually
there.
a lot there.
Yeah.
What else did I get?
Things are a lot there. The
Oh,
yarn is a lot
It
there.
is. I got this.
That was the first store, wasn't
Yep,
it?
Make It Tweed. You can pair it with a yarn.
Yep, and I have that.
Yep.
I have some of that.
To make
The
the
exact
yarn
same color.
tweedy.
Mm-hmm.
And I
Add
got
fun little
Mindy and I
bits.
both got this.
Oh, yeah. We're going to do a project together
Yep,
with this
this
one.
is a beautiful
We're going to make the
Malabrigo.
same thing.
Dos Tierras.
It's gorgeous. We pulled out about 8 hanks of that, and
All different.
they were
All the same
so
color.
different.
But they were all different.
One was more gray, one was more purple. Mine is much more bright.
Oh, and then my other 2 purchases are yarns for baby.
Baby
I'm just
yarns.
going baby crazy.
Baby yarns.
I got a
baby.
Premier Sweet Roll and some Cascade
And
Cherub.
I know what she's going to make out of that one.
Yes, I'm going to make an adorable
Granny
Hexy
baby
for
sweater.
baby. We saw one and it was just so
We've actually
stinking
seen
cute.
2.
Yeah, we have.
We've seen
one
2.
had a hood.
Oh, one was just like cream,
Yes.
and then the other one was multicolored
Yeah, the one that was cream
and
had
color
a hood.
changed. All right, I might have to let you guys go now
Yep,
so that I
think they're
can
gonna open the
drive
gates.
and get on to our next shop because, daylight's a burning here. We got to get going. Angie, so we
Mindy.
did it. The one shop, the last shop we were at, had mystery bags. We cannot turn down a fun little mystery.
No.
And these mystery bags were only $14. And they were a crochet or knit. You could choose which one you wanted.
And it's a project. It's not just a mystery.
See, it's a mystery date. A mystery date with some lovely machine washed cotton. Okay, I like machine washed cotton. A crochet pattern which uses back post, front post, double crochets, blah, blah, blah. All supplies included except your hook, scissors, and tapestry needle. You need a 3mm and a 3.5mm. It was $14.
Yeah.
All right, so Angie's going to open hers. Let's see what Angie got.
Okay.
She already peeked.
I did peek. I didn't know we were waiting for the big reveal.
You said we were going to do it in the car.
Okay.
Oh.
So here is my yarn.
Oh.
Circular charm.
Oh, that's nice yarn.
It is
and
nice
it comes
yarn.
with stitch markers.
And it comes
or
with
were
two stitch markers.
Okay.
And
what is that?
a Michigan button.
So what are we making?
Well, I don't know. Let's look at the pattern.
The pattern's in the bag.
Patterns in the bag.
Okay.
Dun, 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 dun.
Oh.
We are making
Ah,
an on the dot bucket
that's
hat.
cute.
It is cute.
That's cute.
I like it.
That is very cute.
And
That's nice yarn.
It is nice yarn. And
This
she
was
even
definitely
said,
worth $14.
Heck yeah, it was, because
A
this
pattern,
is priced
yarn,
at 11,
stitch
and this is
markers.
priced at 6.
Where's the button go? Just anywhere on your hat?
Probably on the front of the hat.
On the
yeah,
front of it?
and I think I'm going to use mine too.
That is cute.
It is cute.
Very cute.
Let's see if you have the same thing.
Okay,
or if
we're
you
going to
got
have to
something
hold the
different.
phone now.
Hey.
Okay, so now we're going to see what mine is. I like how she's got them all wrapped up and everything.
Yeah, it's very cute. I
I
untie. Yeah, there's a little untying involved. And then we also Mindy got a good deal because she bought a kit, so she got like 30% off.
I don't know how much it was. Another percentage off?
Yeah.
To make a mosaic basket?
Yeah.
That's really cute.
And then we also got 2 free stitch markers from there.
Yeah.
And entered into a
So I
drawing.
have the same pattern, first of all. Yes.
You have the same pattern,
So
okay.
it's going to be the same stuff. I don't need to open that same
No,
pattern.
same,
The
yeah.
bucket hat pattern. But the
But
difference,
the
will be
difference
what
might
is
be
my
what is the yarn.
Now, do you love your color?
It's okay. I mean, yeah, I'm
Well,
good
let's
with
see
it.
what my color is, because I'm certain it's going to be the same.
You think it's going to be the same?
Well, the same project.
Yeah.
Maybe probably a
Different color, maybe.
Yeah. She said we could switch yarns. Mine
Oh, yours is white.
is white. I love the stitch markers, though.
Very cute. I know the flamingo.
Oh, and look at mine is a little pink button.
Oh, cool. That's so Mindy.
Wow.
We are going to have to make these and wear them.
This is nice yarn.
It is.
This is really nice.
Yeah. That was a nice little
The
pack.
button alone was $6.
I know.
This was a good deal.
It was a good deal.
11 and 6. That's more. And then
Wow.
and a free pattern.
And a free pattern.
That's nice.
Yeah.
Okay, that was a good mystery.
It was a great mystery. Probably one of our best mysteries ever.
It was. That was a good mystery.
Yeah, excuse all the buns on my table.
happy with that.
My table's full of buns.
On a bun-filled day.
Okay, I'm going to hand the camera back to you.
Did you stop it?
No.
Oh, okay. Well, we'll stop
Stop
it. There we go. Look at the wild man in the wild. Oh, he says, you are talking about me. You're talking about me. I'm going to wag my tail. Oh, there's your mommy. Mr. Duke.
Boy, Mr.
Mr. Bo. Oh,
Junie.
oh, goodness. Yes.
The
Yes.
vicious monster.
Yes.
Hi, Junebug. I love you too. I love both of you equally and with equal amounts of fervor. Yes.
Fervor.
You're both lovely dogs.
But Junebug, you bark more.
Yeah, Junebug.
You definitely bark more.
She's way more vocal.
Hey, so I debated whether I should put this into a yarny video or just do it on its own and put it into my crafty vlog. So I decided, since I had clips from the crafty vlog that go with this for the crafty vlog, I would just put it in the crafty vlog. Okay, so let me tell you what happened here. Angie and I decided, we talked about it, but we really planned last minute to go ahead and go on this yarn crawl. The middle of the mitten yarn crawl, okay? So we did it. We did it. Let me show you. This is my haul from the yarn crawl. Okay, so let's see. So you buy the bag. Excuse me. The bag is like $10, okay? And you go shop hopping and you crawl and you buy stuff. You don't have to buy stuff, but we did. Okay, so I'm getting this all out so I can I'm going to try to do it in order, if I can remember the order. I remember the first store. I remember that one for sure. Oh, shoot, there's a coupon in here I was going to give to Angie because it's for her local store, and I'm probably not going to get back there before the end of August. Oh, well, I have it now. Funny thing, it doesn't even tell you what store this is for. Interesting. There's a receipt. I spent $5.99. Okay. All right, so let's get to it. The first store, I know, I bought this. This is all I bought at that store. I bought bamboo pop because I love bamboo pop. I was just trying to come up with a nice summery yarn that I had enough for a top, and I had 2 balls of this, and I had another like a speckled color that matches it, but that was not enough. So guess what? I got 2 of these. So I now have 4 of the purple bamboo pop, and I still have that speckly color that I could always use as like a contrast for maybe around the neck, edge the sleeves, something like that. These are 50% cotton, 50% bamboo. They're 292 yards a ball. So I picked up those. See, I was trying to be very intentional as to what I was buying. Very intentional. Okay, where did we go next? We went out further, way out to one of the further shops. And I believe what I got there was this coastal cotton. I love coastal cotton. It's very nice. This is the 4 weight. There's different weights. There's a fine weight, I think it's a 2 or a 1, and then there's the 4 weight. So I picked up 2 of these. These were a good deal. I got this one, and I got this one. They match. Look, they're all matchy-matchy. These are, let me tell you a little bit about it. This one, they're 185 yards, 100% cotton. Okay, this is Celeste, and this one is Moon Jelly. Moon Jelly. So again, very intentional. I can use those for bags, for hats, bandanas, etc., etc., etc. Okay, I think this was the next store we went to when we came back in closer to where Angie lives from being out and about, okay? And I got this. This is Malabrigo, and it's the base is Dos Tierras, something like that. It is a DK weight. It is 50% merino, 50% alpaca. So these are hand dyed, and they were so different. There was like 8 hanks of this in the store, and they were so different. This is the brightest one of all of them. The others were a little lighter, more pastel. Some of them were really purpley. There was one that seemed to look more gray, although it's not gray at all. Anyhow, Angie and I each got one of these, and we're going to do something with them together, the same project together. So it's going to have to be a smaller project. This is a DK weight, and it is 210 yards. So it's going to be just a small little project with 1 hank of yarn. We're going to do the same thing. Okay, you'll see that in the future. All right, then we stopped at this store, and I almost got some yarn there because I was looking for, it's a universal bamboo, and I picked up, it's super soft too, super soft. I picked up 5 skeins of it one time, thinking I was going to make one of them fancy blankets where you change the colors and all that, and I wanted to try out the colors. Well, now I'd really like to do something with it, but I only have 1 skein of each color, so I'm going to have to get some. They had 2 different varieties, but they did not have the one I was looking for. Anyhow, but I did get this, and Angie got the cutest little bag as well. But this is the bag that I got. It was $17. You guys, you cannot beat that for a nice little bag for 17 bucks, right? It's super cute. They remind me of hibiscus flowers. And it's got a zipper here. Sorry, I'm zipping in the tag so it won't open. And that's what it looks like inside. It's got a little tag here. It's made by rock flower paper. It was kind of funny, like rock, paper, scissors. This is rock, paper, flower. Cute, right? So that's cute. I got a little bag. All right. The next store we went to is called the Stitching Well. And when they say Stitching Well, they mean stitching. It is almost all cross stitch with this one little alcove that has yarn. There was not a yarn in the place that was of interest to me. But they also have a section with patterns, and they had tons and tons of books and things like that. And they had a whole bunch of these magazines. This crochet magazine, I love this. I used to get crochet magazine, and then they discontinued it. They don't make it anymore. I love this little jackety type thing on the front cover. That was one of the reasons I got this little magazine. And there was a couple of others in here as well that I really, really liked. Look at this. Angie and I both love this. This is Crazy Town, isn't it? It's the age of Aquarius. That is wild, isn't it? That would be so much fun to make. So much fun. So anyhow, there was a couple other things in here as well. What is that? A bathing suit? I think that's a bathing suit. Nope. Nobody that I know of is going to crochet themselves a bathing suit, but that's what it is. The bathing suit wasn't one of them. What else was in here? Oh, there was something else. This is cute. This is really cute. Rolling Waves motif shawl. Super cute. So anyhow, there was a couple more. It was worth the $6. Okay. Now, last store. Oh, at this store here, the one that was out, I got a pattern, a free pattern, for buying the yarn. Look how cute this little bag is. Isn't that adorable? Now that yarn, I mean, I could do it in that color if I wanted to, but that is a cute little bag. Who's not going to take a free pattern if they have the option to get a free pattern? All right, last store. We got this somewhere. I don't know. Oh, we got this where I got the bag. This came from the bag people. All right. This is where I spent the most money. Okay, so first of all, I'm spending like $20, $6, $17. I'm not spending a lot of money. This store, I think, was close to 40. So I didn't do too bad. I'm probably under $100 here. So anyhow, you got to pick out some stitch markers just as a gift for shop hopping. And they had a basket. It was a mosaic basket. I fell in love with it. First of all, I was attracted to their hipster cotton because I love hipster cotton. I have several different colors. I do not have this one with the green and the blue, so I picked up that one. And then sitting next to it was this basket that was made out of this yarn here, which is an interesting yarn. This is like I would call it chain construction, but it's more like a braided. It's very thick, round. Anyhow, I've never heard of this yarn. It was on sale. It's called Fantasy Naturelle by Plymouth Yarn. So there's this, and we're going to pair it with this to make this mosaic basket. Super cute. The pattern is free. I already have the pattern on my phone somewhere. I don't know where. Maybe I don't. I just have to look it up. You just put in mosaic basket and it comes up. It's crazy. So a couple of hipster cottons and then this one for the basket. They have reaction yarn there. They always carry reaction yarn. They're a hand dyer. And you know me, I love my little mini hanks. And so they had some of these that were fingering weight. Most of them were fingering weight. This one was DK though. And I love to get me a little mini hank of yarn. Look at how cute that is. Oh, it's so cute. It is tonal. It's got some darker colors in there too. All right, let's put him back in his test tube. I know I have one of these downstairs. I just organized yarn. Guys, I spent a good deal of time the other day organizing like my hand-dyed yarns. Not all the other yarn, well, I'd have to take that back. I did some other stuff too. And then it always seems that there's a mystery. There were mystery bags other places we passed up on. Couldn't pass up on this one. This mystery bag was $14. And it had clues. It said it's a mystery date with a lovely machine wash cotton, a pattern, and it tells you kind of some of the stitches in the pattern. All the supplies are here except for your hook. So Angie and I each got one. Here's our pattern. All right, want to see the pattern first? Let me show you the pattern first. I didn't open mine because Angie opened hers. And we have that on. You've already seen this. We have that on film. So it's a bucket hat. It's cute. It's cute. Okay. All the directions here, how to make the little bucket hat. Okay. And I know we already showed this to you, but I'll show it to you again. Okay. So Angie got a blue, like a really deep blue, and I got this natural color. It's circular yarn, and she carries quite a bit of the circular yarn, the amigurumi yarns and things like that. She had some kits. Nice. So this is my color. It's color 20. It's a 2-weight sport weight yarn. And look, it came with stitch markers. So hang on, let me turn my other stitch marker over. They're both pink. Pink! Because look at here. There's also a button for your hat. Cute, right? Super cute. So anyhow, that's my haul. All right, that's my haul. We had a good time. We hit 6 shops. That was our goal, so that we could be entered into the drawing for their gift baskets. And then most of the places had write your name on write your name on a slip of paper and be entered in a drawing for their store. I think every store had one of those. But the baskets, oh my gosh, the one store where we got the bags, she housed the baskets, the gift baskets, and you could look at them, and there's so much stuff in them. They're so nice. So 6 shops was the minimum to be entered into the big prizes. We made it. We got all 6. Yay! All right, that's my haul. I hope you enjoyed the vlog. It's quite a compilation, this vlog is. So thanks for watching, everybody. I hope you enjoyed. I'll see you next time. Bye.